Okay, guys, welcome. We're going to talk about why to have a Facebook group. Okay. And in this particular video, we're going to talk about how to set it up. Like, what are those pieces that 100% need to be there, especially since Facebook just recently changed it. Facebook loves to change things, right? So let's say, okay, well, let's answer the question. Well, first, we haven't met. I'm Connie. I'm a blogger. I'm also a business strategist. I love to help you have more money, be able to put the pieces together so that you are bringing in more money with your blog and with all your stuff. So let's dive in here. Do you need a Facebook group? A Facebook group is an amazing way to grow a blog. Okay. Um, whether you're doing recipes or crafts, or maybe um, maybe you're teaching something, like you're teaching homeschooling or whatever that is. It's such a great way to get your ideal people all in one place. Okay. Now, there's a little caveat here. People are in average 200 plus groups. Okay. So just having a Facebook group is not the end all. Okay. There's things that you have to do in your group. And we're going to talk about this in a different video. That you've got to capture them. You've got to put them in a few places. You've got to take them to the next step. Okay. Because if you're just like, I'm going to do a Facebook group and I'm not going to do all the things, you're going to get frustrated, okay? Because people are in so many groups and they can only see, like, we can only see so much on our Facebook feed, okay? So if they're not super active in your group, they may not see it, okay? So I'm going to walk you through the steps here so you can see, like, what are those must haves? What are the things that you have to decide, okay? And then make sure you download the checklist, okay? That will help you walk through. If you go over to the blog, I actually have screenshots so you can see how this works, okay? If you're visual like I am. This girl needs visual. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is just click the button on it needs to be on a desktop that says create a group. Okay, create a new group. And then you'll come to this screen. Okay, so here you wanna put what is your group name? And I'm just gonna, I've I've seen in groups where people are like, they wanna get cute with names. Okay, you guys, this part and your description and the URL are searchable. Okay. So if I'm saying, well, let me give you an example. I've seen people say, like maybe they have a craft one and they want to spell craft Kraft. You guys, nobody's spelling except for you craft Kraft. So you want to make sure your spelling's correct, that it's got keywords in there of what are somebody searching for. Okay, if you're doing air fryer recipes or crock pot, or you're doing Cricut, or you're doing cake decorating, it all needs to have those keywords in there. Okay, because when somebody's in the search bar and they're looking for some information, or Facebook knows our interests and Facebook will begin to show that to people. But if you're getting crafty with your words and you're not spelling stuff, or you're just putting some random, here's a good one. Like if I put blogging tips with, or if I put Connie Terry's group, nobody's going to search for that. Nobody. Like, I purposely don't want to be the influencer out there. Okay. So if you're using just like your name, it needs to be the topic that people are searching for. Okay. I think I've killed that horse there. Okay. It'll just help you grow. It'll keep the frustration away. Okay. And then next, you have to choose privacy. So here's what I'm going to say about privacy. Okay. If you're a coach, or you don't have a ton of shareable stuff. So, maybe like homeschooling, or um, anything that I, those are a couple of things I can think of: coaching, homeschooling, and homeschooling could be really shareable. you want to keep that privacy private, okay? But if you've got recipes, if you've got crafts, something that people naturally already share, um, then you want this to be public. There's also some benefits to this because with a public group, you can do some brand, like Facebook, once your group's a certain size, Facebook will send you some brand stuff that you may want to collaborate with. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, but it kind of gives you a few more options. So you just got to kind of decide here, okay? I'm going to go private because I want people to be able to ask questions and do this stuff, okay? And then you can invite friends if you want, okay? And then you're simply going to click create. Super simple, okay? And then we've got some work to do. Wouldn't it be easy if that was as simple as you get? Okay, so you guys, you'll see here, like, here's all the tools, here's all the stuff. Okay, so I want you to go over and we're going to start here. We're going to edit, and I've already created um, the cover photo in Canva. Super simple, super easy. So we'll just add that. And you can move it around. So you're just going to kind of want to see like where that lands, okay? You want the words like right there in the middle. And you guys, cover photos can be changed. And I do recommend that you change them. For some reason, Facebook sends a notification when you change a description or a cover photo to everybody who's in the group. So it's good to change it once in a while. Okay, so over here, you're gonna go through and we're gonna look at these, okay? So let's just go through these. So member requests are when you have people that are sitting there ready to be requested, okay? And you can do it by when they've joined. Sometimes I'll do it by when they joined if I feel like I'm getting a ton of spammy stuff, okay? And sometimes the bigger you get, sometimes you get people, okay? Let's look at admin assist because this is a new one. Okay, so you can delete an incoming post, like you won't even look at it. And here's some of the criteria for that. So if it has certain keywords, so I love keywords in a Facebook group. Okay, so if it has certain keywords, you could do that. If it has a fake profile photo, so they've had their account for 3 months or less, highly recommend this one. Okay. Love that one. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. So you can choose here, like post with profanity. Um, if they've had, like, if you've had to remove their post again and again and again, you can just say they can't post ever again. If they're sharing stuff and there's links, Facebook doesn't love links, you guys. Okay, but you can see like there's all kinds of criteria there. Kind of play with it, okay? You'll see if there's a problem and be able to go back in there and do it. So you can remove a post, okay? So you can say here, like, especially in big groups, you'll see where you teach your people right, they'll report posts that where somebody's being spammy or somebody's breaking the rules. Um, you can set it up to where it automatically deletes it, okay? Same thing here. Harmful content, continuous post. If they've been reported 3 or more times, like, that's a good post just to delete. Unless you really want to go in there and look at it, okay? Turn commenting off. I don't recommend that you do this, okay? I think that you need to just look at it. So here's the thing with some of these posts where like the comments have been reported. It's usually not the post, it's usually the comments. They're sneaky with that when they want to be mean and when they want to be a bully or if they're putting spam in there. So it's not the actual post normally, it's usually the comment. So I typically don't mess with that. Okay. Let's look at, so you can automatically set it up to where people are automatically approved. I don't want you to do that because there's some great things that you can do with this. Okay. Member questions. So here's where you want to do a little bit of market research and where you want to grab their email. Okay. So instead of saying, I'm going to say, okay, and then instead of checklist, I'm going to have them write an answer. So I always put in caps best email because some people have emails that are just for freebies. Okay, so you want to do that. Let's create another one. Um, get some market research. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to say, how long have you been blogging? Haven't started. And you want to keep this simple. You don't want like 20 choices there. Try to keep it like 2 or 3 choices. Okay. So you can see here that helps me be able to know what resources they need, right? And then we're going to do group rules. So we're going to set these up and you can make them your own. Okay. They've got some pre ones here. Um, and I kind of change them a little bit. I always put the one, no promotion or spam. And then I try to put like this just because it covers everything. Okay, so, and I'm not gonna put that one on there. You can, so you can, so, you know, and I'm really upfront, like it'll just get you removed. Okay, so make it yours. Okay, and then you guys, we're gonna go into here. So you're gonna go into settings, okay? I don't really put a location just because I want anybody. Now, if you're doing specific for your city or your state, you could put location. Okay. I always customize the group name. And again, we're not going to use crazy words. Okay. So that's already been taken. So let's add. So you see how like, and it tells you here, like when you get 5,000 members or more, you won't be able to customize this, okay? So, but I've got my keywords in there, right? You can put a color if you just want to do a color. So let's do, what about my brand color? You can add badges. You can see here, you've got admin, moderator, group expert. So that's the person who answers a ton of questions. New member, rising star. It's fun for like the rising star to be able to just say like, let me take that one off. To kind of like post that because it really gives people like, oh, I posted a lot in there, and it kind of makes them feel really cool with that. Okay. So group type. So you just want to keep this general unless you're specifically selling stuff. Okay. And then mentorship, like they've got it to where like if people want advice or stuff like that, you can allow that. That's not really what we're doing here. So we're gonna not mess with those. Okay, anonymous posting. I don't want them to, I want to know who posted. Okay, so, and I want other people to know who posted. Okay, so guides. So this used to be called, it's on the left-hand side. It used to be called something else. But this is a great section where like you can add posts, you can add like categories and things that they could read if somebody had a question. So like, let me give you a good example. Like if you're doing any sort of cooking, you can put different categories: breakfast, dinner, dessert. If you're doing crafts, you could say 0 to 3 crafts, or whatever that looks like. It's a great thing to use. Okay. And I don't really care to show the progress. And then host a Q&A. I'm going to turn that off. Okay. And here's why, you guys, you want to be the expert. You don't want somebody to come in there and then all of a sudden they're doing all these presentations and all this stuff, unless you want that. But you really want to be the expert. Okay. Here you can say, can profiles and pages join, or only profiles? So I have a thing there that I want people. I don't really want them to join as their page because then I don't really know who that is. Okay. If they want to mention their stuff, it's okay. Okay, so here's one: approve all members' posts. You want to set that as yes. Okay. And approve edits. So we had a situation in a Facebook group I was managing to where the spammers would come in and they would say, do you love this t-shirt? If so, comment yes. And then everybody would comment yes because they liked it. And then they would go in and edit their post and then put a link for people to buy it. And because we were not notified that the post had been edited, they were just using the group like big time. So this was something when I got to meet with Facebook and kind of help them with their group stuff, which was so cool. But it was one thing I told them, like, it's so frustrating to have to go through all these posts. So they've added that since then. So that makes this girl happy. Okay. I think that we've got everything set up. You can link your Facebook page if you want to do that. Okay. It's totally fine. I will tell you that if you're the one posting, you want to post from you and not your page, you'll get better interaction. If you have like a virtual assistant doing it, they're going to want to post as the page. Okay. Just because, again, it keeps you as the authority. Okay. So, you guys, I think that we have it all set up. So, let's go back to home. Oh, we forgot name and description. Hold on. I knew I missed something. Okay, so here on name and description, here's again where you want those keywords, okay? Okay, done. So we can go back to home and we can kind of see her, okay? Looks good. It'll tell us like you to invite somebody. I just added the description. You need to create a post. I'm going to talk about in a different video what to be posting. And part of that, you guys, is just you have to have a strategy. You've got to go in there and have a strategy and know, like, what's the goal? What's the goal? If you're just creating a Facebook group and you're just randomly going to post, there's certain things that that you need to be doing that will help you grow your email list, grow your blog, and it can't just be chaos. When it gets chaos, you're going to get super frustrated and you're going to be like, I hate this group. I've seen more than one person do that. So, and it's just because they don't have a strategy. Maybe you're wanting a membership, maybe you're wanting to sell things. There is a system to be able to do that. Okay. And you guys remember, if you're wanting to see this like step by step, just go over to the blog post and you can like I screenshot everything. So that will help you if you're visual like I am, be able to put all of the pieces together. Okay. So make sure that you do that. If you have any questions, just let me know, put them in the comments. Make sure you like the video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, put the bell on, and then make sure you join the Facebook group. We would love to have you over there. So anyway, I hope that if you have any questions about, should I have a Facebook group, put them in the comments. Okay. I'm happy to go through and kind of give you my two thoughts. I've managed, man, over 50 Facebook groups. Some mine and a lot of other people. And I've seen like where it's went well, and I've seen where this is not going well. So anyway, if you have questions, just put them in the comments. So I'm happy to come back and answer. Okay. Okay, guys, have a great day and check out the next video of all the things that should be going into your Facebook group.